To our session, Choose and Use Safe Products for Baby Every Time, Everywhere. I'm Amy Chesum, and I have the privilege of serving as the Senior Communications Manager for the Baby Safety Alliance, previously known as the Juvenile Products Manufacturers Association, or JPMA. During our time together today, I'll share with you some clear guidance on choosing and using the most appropriate products for when your baby is asleep and for when your baby is awake. Super important, two things separately. I'll also give you some additional tips you'll definitely want to take note of, whether you're a first time parent or a seasoned parent. So, to kick things off, I'll share a little bit about who we are and what we do. The Baby Safety Alliance is the voice of safety and quality for the baby and children's product industry for North America. We work to provide a safer start for babies and peace of mind for parents. And for legislation and regulation that keeps and ensures products are safe, accessible, and affordable. We spearhead an only voluntary product verification program for the industry. The Baby Safety Alliance Verification Program, or formerly JPMA Certification Program, tests more than 3,000 products across 30 categories to ensure that products meet the highest standards for safety, performance, and functionality. Products that pass will bear this seal that you see on your screen, a sign that the product has been tested and can be trusted for your family. We'll talk more about this a little bit later and how to look for the seal. We are a membership based organization, and members of the Baby Safety Alliance represent about 95% of the prenatal to preschool products sold in North America. So, our manufacturer members make a wide range of durable goods such as cribs, high chairs, car seats, play yards, baby carriers, swings, and a lot more. So, the Baby Safety Alliance has been dedicated to the industry for more than 60 years, if you can believe it. We work to advance the availability and safety of juvenile products, many of which were probably used to care for you when you were a baby and now you're babies. You can see this in the evolution of car seats on the screen, going all the way back to the 1960s. This is always fun to look at because it shows just how far we've come as an industry and how far we've come in ensuring babies are as safe as they can possibly be today. As you register for and purchase products for your baby, we would love for you to consider selecting products from the Baby Safety Alliance members. By doing so, you know that you're purchasing from a trustworthy company. Alliance members are also committed to ensuring the highest of standards are met in the industry, and they agree to what we call the Baby Safety Alliance Promise as a component of membership. As part of the promise, every member company makes a commitment to uphold the industry's 6 core values that you see: safety, customer care, sustainability, integrity in manufacturing practices, philanthropy, and diversity, equity, and inclusion. We believe these values are important to doing good business and even more critically important to doing right by you, our customers, and your children. Then there's what we all came here to talk about today: how to choose and use products for your baby for awake windows and sleep, plus safety resources you can take with you beyond this session. Critical to everything we are going to talk about is the importance of following manufacturer's instructions. If products are not used accordingly, your baby could be injured or products could malfunction. So I want you to sit with that for just a couple of seconds. The manuals and QR codes and warnings on the packaging are there for a reason. So please, please always take the time to read and follow the instructions for every baby product you purchase or receive. And be sure to keep those instructions handy to refer back to them as you change modes of use of certain products as your baby gets older, and even keep them for if you plan to use them for siblings and other children. With what's safe and best for when baby is awake. products you see on your screen are best for when your baby is awake. Play yards, infant swings, infant bouncer seats, infant and toddler rockers, loungers, nursing pillows. These are all designed and marketed and intended for specific activities such as nursing, feeding, playtime, or lounging, and should only ever be used with adult supervision and when baby is awake. These products should never be used for infant sleep or placed inside a crib, a bassinet, or other products intended for sleep. It's also really important to understand how to use these products safely. So, when we're talking about products that are safe for when baby is awake, always read and follow product guidance and assembly instructions, including restrictions on weight and height. Once you've assembled and start using some of these products, it's a good idea to continue to double check that it's still safe for your baby as they grow. When my babies were little, I would do this every time we visited the pediatrician to get new weight and height measurements and found it to be a really good practice. Doing so ensures that when you use these products that they are set to the right mode for your baby's size and development. Next, secure any provided restraints snugly. If a manufacturer has included straps, they're meant to be used. It's really that simple. Place product on a low, flat surface like the floor and keep hazardous items away from baby's reach, such as cords, blankets, and small items that could present a choking hazard. Never leave baby unattended in any of these products. If you have to step away and can't carry your baby with you, move them to a safe sleep space until you can attend to them again. Don't add any products or items, including soft bedding, blankets, pillows, and things like that. And one of the most important things that we ask you to remember is that if baby falls asleep in something like a rocker or a swing, it's very important to move them to a safe sleep environment as soon as possible. Now, that doesn't mean that if you're out on a walk, in a stroller, or on a car ride, that you have to pull over right away or rush home. But as soon as it's safe to do so, make sure that baby gets moved to a safe sleep environment. And we're going to talk about those in just a minute. Now, let's look at what products are best for when baby is asleep. There's so many safe sleep options, no matter the size of your home or your baby's room. Cribs, bassinets, play yards, cradles, bedside sleepers, toddler beds, they're all designed, marketed, and intended for safe sleep. These can all be used for unsupervised sleep during, like at nighttime. Some of these products are very much intended and able to be moved around the home and are portable in nature. So if you would like for baby to nap in a different part of the house where you're working or conducting your day-to-day activities, that's safe to do too. Just to reiterate, the safest place for your baby to sleep is in a fully functional, properly assembled Baby Safety Alliance verified crib, bassinet, cradle, play yard, or bedside sleeper. I know it sounds complicated, but it's really not when you say it out loud. When your child is ready for a toddler bed, the AAP recommends waiting until they're at least 15 months old before making that transition. And always, always use only these products for a safe sleep environment, including naps and overnight sleep. For when baby is asleep. So just like products that we use when baby's awake, it's really important to remember the following safety tips when baby's asleep or when you're putting baby to sleep. First, put babies on their backs for all naps and at night. This is in line with AAP recommendations and widely believed to reduce the risk of SIDS. Use a firm, flat sleep surface. Adding anything that could create an incline or disrupt could create a hazardous situation. Never sleep with your baby. Instead of bed sharing or co-sleeping, room share with your baby. This is something many pediatricians recommend for the first few months of your baby's life. Something like a portable bassinet can start in your room and allows baby to sleep there sharing the same room. Never, again, I reiterate this, never add pillows, blankets, crib bumpers, or stuffed animals into the baby's sleeping environment during nighttime or nap time sleep. All of these types of things can get baby in trouble. If they're too close to baby's face, they can inhibit breathing and cause suffocation. When it comes to your baby's sleep environment, bare is best. Clear the crib and ensure there's nothing that can get in the way of your baby's safety. Never place additional padding under an infant. As an example, a play yard typically comes with a manufacturer supplied firm, flat sleep surface, and it's imperative that caregivers do not attempt to soften or make that surface more comfortable by adding soft layers. It's firm for a reason. It's firm for your baby's safety. Always use a properly fitted mattress in your baby's crib. For full-size cribs, all crib mattresses are a standard size to make sure that the mattress is nice and snug inside the perimeter of the crib. A good rule of thumb is that if 2 fingers can be inserted between the mattress and the inside wall of the crib at any point around the perimeter of the crib, it could be a little too loose. So we want to make sure, again, that a properly fitted mattress with no gaps that ensures that there is no opportunity for baby's fingers, toes, or hands, that they don't get caught up in uncomfortable situations. We also recommend don't overdress your baby. Babies can sleep at a similar comfortable temperature as adults and older children. So keep the room at a comfortable temperature. You don't need blankets. A sleep sack or a wearable blanket is a great way to keep baby warm enough and snug for nap time or overnight sleeping. And again, the safest place for baby to sleep is in a bare crib or bassinet that's been verified by the Baby Safety Alliance or other approved sleep product. If you have questions, I know it's a lot of information I just threw at you, pop them in the chat and our team will work to answer them there or join us in the booth after, and we can chat there too. So we talked about safe sleep and awake or playtime. So now let's explore how and what to ensure you're using the products correctly. Registration and recalls are the best way to mitigate injury and product malfunction. So to ensure you are always using safe products for your child, I encourage you to do 2 things. Register any new products you purchase or receive. Your product packaging will have a prepaid registration card that you can complete and mail back to the manufacturer. If you prefer registering your product digitally, you can visit the brand's website to complete and submit your product registration online. Both are pretty easily done. Again, this is super important for a number of reasons, but registering your product is the quickest and easiest way to learn if it's been recalled. Something we hear a lot is that people are reluctant to register your product because they don't want to get all their information out or fear of being spammed with marketing emails. But that's simply not something that can occur when you register your baby products. It is only for safety information. And in fact, brands and manufacturers are legally obligated to keep that registration information only for that purpose. Outside of registering your new products, if you're considering purchasing a secondhand baby or children's product or received a product from a friend, always do a search to see if the product has been recalled. You can do this very easily at cpsc.gov/recalls. Simply type in the name or the model number of the product, and they'll let you know if there's ever been a recall or any safety information on that product. If you're planning to reuse a product used for a previous baby, it's wise to confirm that the product hasn't been recalled in the meantime. Even if it's been 6 months to a year, I know that doesn't seem like a lot of time, but it's really important to check. Remember that as time goes by, safety standards are updated and revised based on the most current information available. So a crib from 10 years ago is not as safe as a newer crib. Last thing regarding car seats, I know we've had some great sessions on car seats, and we will have one for tomorrow as well, but it's important to note that car seats have an expiration date. That's due to the fact that materials can degrade over time, especially in a car where those car seats are exposed to hot temperatures and cold temperatures. Make sure that you're checking and following expiration dates on car seats, and make sure that they haven't been recalled before you begin using them again. So earlier in the session, I talked about our verification program and the verification seal. So with safety as an industry core value, you can imagine that our alliance is fiercely dedicated to ensuring that you can easily identify and choose the safest products for your babies. As such, we lead the Baby Safety Alliance verification program, which I mentioned earlier. This voluntary verification program, which is formerly JPMA certification program that you'll see, tests more than 3,200 products across more than 30 product categories to ensure that products meet the highest standards for safety, performance, and functionality. This program includes products like cribs, high chairs, crib mattresses, play yards, swings, and most recently, which we're excited about, is car seats. So when you see either of these seals on a product listing, on product packaging, or on an advertisement for the product, you can rest assured that the product has been tested to meet the highest federal, state, and voluntary safety standards set for its product category, and that these products can be trusted to help care for your precious little ones. If you have questions about product verification by the Baby Safety Alliance, please pop them in the chat. I'd be happy to respond at the end of the presentation or in our booth afterwards. So I talked a lot about safety tips. Now let's talk about resources and where you can go. So we talked about when baby is awake, when baby is asleep, and I wanted to share that all of these tips and more can be found on the website listed on your screen, which is babysafetyuniversity.org. I encourage you to review this website regularly. It also offers additional trustworthy tips and resources aligned with the American Academy of Pediatrics, Crib for Kids, Safe Kids Worldwide, and many other safety organizations that we work with. I also encourage you to follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram. Plus, if you follow us during the month of September, which is Baby Safety Month, we have tons of giveaways, lots of tips, interactions, and activations to make sure that you are well equipped for this wonderful stage of life. So engage with us, ask us questions, and check back often. These are free, informative resources to help keep your baby safe. So please share them with your friends and with others who will be helping with your baby, such as grandparents and babysitters. We covered a lot in a short amount of time. So I just want to recap the top 5 things that we hope you take away from our time together. Number 1, know what products are safe to use when your baby is awake, and follow the tips that we reviewed. Know what products are safe to use when your baby is sleeping, and follow those tips as well. Again, there are 2 very important times of day. And, babies sleep a lot. It's really important to know the difference in products for when they're awake and products for when they're sleeping, because they're very different. Always register your new baby and children's products. Again, we talked about how easy it is. Just mail in the cards. They're not going to spam you with information. It's really important to know whether your products has been recalled, and just for safety purposes, super, super important. We touched briefly, I could do a whole session on secondhand and hand-me-down products. And I know we touched on that briefly, but there are things that you could use secondhand. Books are a great thing, clothes when you wash them. But when it comes to big baby gear, and when I say big baby gear, I mean, the important things. I know Ace talked about it in his session this morning about, car seats required. So that we consider is a really big product that you need. Cribs, obviously, for safe sleep environments. Those are the big ticket items. But, if we really highly suggest accepting any of those big items to always search to see if it's been recalled. Again, you can do that through cpsc.gov/recalls. Super easy. And again, please visit Baby Safety University for more tips. And again, during Baby Safety Month. So thank you for your time today. I know I'm a couple minutes early, but please pop into our booth if you have any other questions. The Baby Safety Alliance and our philanthropic partner, which is the Baby Safety Foundation, are dedicated to ensuring that the safest products are available for you, your families, and your babies. If you have any questions about what we shared today or about baby safety, please feel free, again, pop in our booth. We have lots of people that can answer great questions. We look forward to chatting with you there and hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and Prego Expo. Thank you so much.